One of the reasons I really like making Splatoon 2 videos is that it challenges me to use weapons that I might not have used otherwise. I generally get pretty good with a weapon if I actually sit down and try to use it for a few days. One weapon I'd been avoiding was the Splat Brella. I wasn't a fan of this weapon in the single player campaign, so when it came out on multiplayer, I kind of avoided it like the plague. Because the Brella is going to be out soon, I really wanted to practice with a similar weapon type so I had some type of idea how to use it when it comes out, and through playing with the Brella exclusively for a few days, I discovered the real potential in not only this weapon, but even future types of Brella weapons as well. The Splat Brella is really unlike anything else in the game. It does almost as much damage as a slosher, with nowhere near the radius, but with more than double the range. The shot itself really feels like that of a charger without the charge, but you'll definitely feel underpowered when trying to splat people from high above near the range you would normally be able to with a charger. Because it was so unlike anything else, it was hard to figure out where to stand for most of the game. Rushing to the enemy line like I would with a slosher generally ends in a death because of its meticulous accuracy, but it was hard to cover as much ground from above like I would with a charger. With this logic, I normally tried to hang out somewhere in the middle. I'd start to charge in, then sort of hang back and let the close range clashes initiate. Keeping this in mind actually helped me understand the support role a lot better. I never got a crazy amount of kills, but I was getting quite a few assists, and covering a lot of ground, which resulted in quite a few wins, despite me not getting a lot of kills. I've been playing quite a bit of Overwatch lately, and I've had a fascination with tank fighters. If you're unfamiliar with the class system in Overwatch, most tank characters come with some type of shield that either decreases damage done, or completely blocks damage done. My favorite tanks in this game are Orisa and Reinhardt, and both of these guys have made me appreciate what the Splat Brella does a lot more. When you hold the trigger down while using a Splat Brella, it'll create a shield in front of you and eventually detach and push forward for a good amount of time. When I started using this detach period to push forward into enemy territory, it really opened my eyes to what this umbrella concept could turn into. The Splat Brella has nowhere near the radius of Reinhardt's shield in Overwatch, but the new upcoming Brella basically looks exactly like Reinhardt's shield. I don't think that the Brella is going to be able to detach and then push forward like its predecessor, but that's almost a good thing so that the Splat Brella doesn't become obsolete and can open the door for even more types of Brellas. I'm not so sure that this is what Nintendo's going for, but I think they could really make these Brella classes into the tanks of Splatoon 2. Maybe one day we'll get a grenade type umbrella that you can throw to create cover for you and your whole team, similar to Orisa's shield ability. Or maybe one day we'll get something similar that deploys a see-through dome type of umbrella that shields your team, sort of like Winston's shield ability. These are just a few ideas I've come up with from playing a lot of Overwatch lately, but I hope you see where I'm going with this. Because the teams are smaller and the objectives aren't as complicated in Splatoon compared to Overwatch, it's harder to pinpoint a perfect team composition for this game. But I think that if they had more specifically focused roles like tanks or support classes, it might make choosing a team comp just a little easier and give it a little more logic and reason to it. These are just some thoughts I had from playing with the Splat Brella for a week. I'm still not very good at it because it's so hard to aim, but I did have quite a bit of fun with it, which I didn't think I would. And like I said, it really made me see the potential in this weapon that I didn't see before. Let me know your thoughts on my ideas down in the comments, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to my channel for the latest Switch content available. This is Max from Max Culture, and thank you so much for watching.